Good day, creative geniuses. Welcome. Welcome to my Wednesday Wisdom Window. I'm Suzanne Grace, CEO of Grace Inspire Sanctuary, where we come together once a week to have a new thought about this thing called life that we're all living in. To take a breath together, to have some inspiration, some new food for thought. And speaking of food, my title today in my share for my Wednesday Wisdom Window is Got Leftovers? And I was inspired by one of my teachers, Dr. Patty Weber, who I studied with when I became a life coach. She has a great little book called Spiritualize It. And at the beginning of January, she had this little article, which I'm going to read. And then we'll do our breath practice together, our yogic breath. And then I'm going to read a little bit, another little reflection from another author. So glad you're here with me whenever and wherever you're watching this from. Please let me know that you're here. So Patty says, the year is young. I like to start the year out with a clean slate. I do too. I'm not interested in carrying any concerns, resentments, or disappointment, quote, leftovers around with me into the new year. Are you? Just as you happily clean your refrigerator and rid it of those mystery leftovers, it's time to clean out your consciousness in the same way. I love that metaphor about a leftover. I mean, I don't know about you, but I know when I sometimes clean out my refrigerator, I'm shocked at what's in there. She says, I'm letting go of anything I find that needs to be tossed out. Isn't it time to face life with an honest examination and refill yourself with a joyful heart of release and forgiveness? Yeah. Begin today and release the leftovers. Make a list, burn it, toss it, and enjoy your clean slate. Yeah. Leftovers. Think about that. I know what'll happen is after we're with each other today, you're going to go to your refrigerator and see what's in there. But our leftovers are old patterns, old thinking, old behaviors and ways of being that just may not be serving us so much anymore. So that's why I want to go to another reading after we do our breath practice together. And this reading is by Jeffron Seeley, which talks about paying attention to our thoughts, which is what I talk about all the time with you and with my clients especially. So today we're going to do what's called the straw breath. You all probably know this. We're going to have our feet on Mother Earth. Cross our hands over our heart into this serenity hold. Sit with that vertical spine so the Sushumna channel of the spine can flow with that energy from the base all the way through and up. And then imagine at the top of your head open like a lotus flower. So you have that energy flowing up and down your spinal column. And we're going to consciously take 3 breaths. Let's relax our shoulders. And as we close our eyes to the busy time we're in right now, all of our to-do lists, we drop into our feeling heart, a place that is safe, loving, relaxed. Yes, the heart chakra. And so as we do our straw breath today, just a reminder, we breathe in slowly through the nose, starting in the belly, and we just do our belly breath up to the heart chakra, expanding. And then the exhale in straw breath is imagining you have a straw and you're just blowing slowly out through the straw, through your mouth. And it doesn't make a sound. It's just it allows us to have that slower exhalation, which has a positive effect on our nervous system. And as we do the exhalation in a moment, I will tune the vibration of love so we hear that vibration resonate throughout our body, mind, and spirit. So let's begin. Take a deep breath in through the nose, from the belly, through the diaphragm to the heart. An expansive breath, and slowly straw breath out through the mouth. And again, inhale, belly breath, all the way up to the heart chakra. Feel that expansion without tension. Slowly exhale. And one more conscious breath in with a smile and a very long, slow exhale through the mouth. How good it is to just take this moment of breathing, connecting to our deepest self. And staying with our eyes closed if it's comfortable. Relax your hands on your lap. And I invite you to reflect back on this past month. As you think about the past 30 days, detach from your mind and begin to just observe the thoughts within it. From the standpoint of the observer, lean into this question. What are the dominant thoughts that have flowed through my mind the past month? Let the answer flow. As the observer, do not judge the answers or these thoughts, just watch them. Detaching from our thoughts helps us realize how impersonal they are. They have no power other than the power we, the thinkers, give them. As you see all these thoughts, ask yourself, what have these thoughts helped produce in my current reality? Every thought brings with it a seed of potential that has some relationship with our physical reality. What have your thoughts created? The answer to this question is found by examining all the effects in our lives. No judgment is needed here. Just noticing. Instead, by looking from this perspective, we can see that we are the cause of the effects that produced our experiences. And we breathe. This is a powerful realization. This means there's no one to blame for our circumstances, and even more empowering that we are not limited by what we've created, because we have the ability to manifest something completely new today, right now. I often say to my clients, if you could have a new thought about an old condition, what would it be? It opens the door to possibilities, doesn't it? And all this begins with our thoughts. This simple process reinforces the idea that both gymnasts, athletes, and lazy people, complainers, and successful, happy people have all practiced being what they're good at. What will you practice today? What will you practice today? And so we breathe. So I invite us to just pay attention today, if you can, to those leftovers, those leftover thoughts that maybe we're still dragging around that just don't serve us. And we can toss them out and replace them with something new and fresh, a new idea. As I've said in my book, planting a new seed, right? And so our affirmation today, I invite you to speak this after me. I am the thinker of my experience. And I empower my thoughts today. I intentionally think thoughts that reflect the greatest version of myself. Repeat after me again. I am the thinker of my experience. I empower my thoughts. Today, I intentionally think thoughts that reflect the greatest version of myself. Yeah. Oh, how good that is. So take a deeper cleansing breath, and you can open your eyes when you're ready. Good morning, Connie. Welcome. And Rhonda, how delightful to see you both. See your names. I really like this reading today from Jeff Ron Seeley. It's just such a great reminder to notice what we're noticing in our thinking and in our awareness. And is it leading us to something that we want to experience? I mean, there's a lot to be upset about in the world. I know that, believe me. And yet, is that where I want to park my car? I don't think so. There's a great quote by Hafiz, the wonderful Persian mystic, that he says, "Since happiness heard your name, it has been running through the streets trying to find you." Oh, I love that. Since happiness heard your name, it has been running through the streets trying to find you. So I invite us this week to pay attention to our leftovers. Clean out your fridge. Clean out your brain, your mind. Clean out your thoughts, right? Yeah. And if you want support with that, you can always contact me. Go to my website, www.graceinspire.com. and sign up for a complimentary session with me. I'd love to work with you. So thank you for being here today on my Wednesday Wisdom Window. I will see you next time. Be well, be safe, and remember to love not only one another, but you love yourself. Namaste.